Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. Last week, I had a blowout. I try not to go to supermarkets, but I just had a blowout. I went to Tesco, Home Bargains, and a little bit of Morrison's, only a tiny little bit of Morrison's. I had a blowout and got some supermarket beers. I was going to do a supermarket haul video. I'm not into haul videos really, but because it for me when I do a haul, Trembling Madness, I'll do a haul video and stuff, or someone sends me say I do a haul, do a like an unboxing video. But when I buy supermarket beers, I don't bother doing videos like that because I don't know, just anyway, waffling on and on. So yeah, I went to the supermarket, picked a load of beers up I haven't tried before, and kind of bring them to the channel over the next few weeks. Couple of weeks, most probably the rate I'm drinking them. So the first one is a Northern Monk one. Fruit Twist IPA, 4.7% ABV. It looks terrible. I'll be honest with you. I looked at that label and I thought, God, I'm not thinking much of this. But, I was inquisitive by it. It says a fruitalicious IPA with flavours of strawberry, pineapple, lime, spinning around a lip-smacking beer. Of course, this is an ode to that lolly, isn't it? Is it the Twister? I think it's called the Twister. Yeah, definitely. It's one of them. It's a gimmicky beer, craft brew with Northern pride, dripping with zinging fruity flavours. It sounds terrible. It sounds a beer full of flavourings, really, and puree. I'll be honest with you. That's what it feels like. Let's give it a go. I've had some right stinkers from Northern Monk lately. Well, the last lot I did, they were terrible beers. So I'm not expecting this to be any. Oh yeah, it does. Smells like a sweet shop. Sherbety, lemony, strawberry, raspberry, lime. It smells like a sweet shop. It really does. It smells like this will rot your teeth after a pint of it. It does. So they've definitely pulled it off in the aroma. Do I like the aroma? Do I fuck it? For me, it's no, it's not great. Overtly sweet and artificial. Artificial. So let's pour it out. I've never had actually the Twister lolly, so I can't really compare it. Did I think about getting a Twister lolly and doing it? Yeah, I did think about it, but I don't think it'll be that. I don't think I like the lolly either. I don't like anything really. Personal taste. I don't like anything overtly sweet, sugary, or anything like that, or synthetic. And I got a feeling this is going to be synthetic to the hilt. So beer up to the light. It's slightly haze, loads of carbonation, big white thump of a head there on top. Let's get a again. It does smell fucking awful, to be honest with you. It smells pretty shit. E numbers and flavourings and puree. I should tell you it smells of that instead of the aromas I'm getting. I'm gonna go in. Cheers, everybody. Why do they make beer like this? Why do they do it? Is it just a novelty thing for the supermarket? Oh, it's the same old, same old. This beer is a prime example why I don't get much from the supermarket because it's fucking terrible. Um, you know, is this the type of beer to get a reaction saying, "Oh, it really does. It really does taste like the lollipop. It does, Oh, isn't that great?" You never get a reaction from anybody like that with this beer. Because I'll tell you now, underneath this, when you get beers like this, I honestly think they're brewed the same. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like a beer, a base of a beer, A base beer, well, I'm talking about base beer, I'm talking about a set amount of hops, certain malts, and you got a base beer. And it's a bland beer. Okay? It's a pretty much of a bland beer. They brew the same beer, but what they do is to give it that, you know, that comical or, you know, comedy bit to it. It's not a comedy, but it gives it that novelty value to it. They put flavourings in on top of that base beer. They put flavourings in, and they keep, you know, they can change it. You know, I mean, I've done the Northern Monk ones before, which are trying to think the top of my head. The custard pie thing or whatever the shit it was called, and the base beer tastes like that. But what they do is they kind of like change the flavouring. So you got the same beer being brewed, but all they do is put different E numbers, purees in on top to make it different. And that for me is Northern Monk. And that is a prime example because what I'm getting is the same taste of a beer with just stupid adjuncts thrown in. And the adjuncts are doing a job of giving the beer a different identity, giving the beer a different marketing strategy, if you want to call it that. And that is that in a nutshell. And that is Northern Monk. The same beer being brewed, different adjuncts on top. Coming back to this, I mean, I can tell you what I get. Greeted with that artificial flavouring. The mouthfeel is pretty generic. It's forgettable, really, to be honest. And you do get the base of that maltness, which is prevalent in all of them. And that's what's given me the ideology of what they do is that. Would I buy it again? No. Would I recommend it? No. It looks terrible. It'd be interesting to see how many of these beers they do sell, because I can't see many people buying this unless you're students. Because students go for this type of stuff, you know. One more for the road. Fruit Twist IPA, big thumbs down. Forget about it. See you on the next one. Bib bib. Bib bib.